Hey Hugo, welcome. Glad you like the content.
I go wherever the waves take me.
Just finishing up. Oh well, we might not finish it, but just working on doing a Volibear versus Aurelion Soul. Yeah, we need to get a little bit more information this week for the weeklies. I know the 5.5 especially is pretty tough this week. Need to try to put out another little guide video.
My conflicts end only one way.
You go like that. Yeah, I think this 5.5 might actually be the hardest for this week. But I also did get lucky with, well, I actually got more lucky in the 5.5 than the 6.5, and it still felt harder. Did the 5.5 with Jace. Nice. Natalie of Dust, thank you for the follow. Appreciate the support. Alright, I think, yeah, I want to get another kind of guide or like tips and tricks video out for this set of weeklies. Probably going to do that every week until people get a lot more comfortable with these and doesn't really feel like it's needed anymore. But I know for right now, people are still really struggling with them. We'll probably blast through the 4.5 like one more time just so we can maybe take down a couple notes. But we're mostly going to be focused on the 5.5 because this is one that is fairly annoying. Like the modifiers aren't great, but then also the encounters throughout are pretty annoying as well. And then Thresh being able to one-shot you at the end. Not the best. I feel like the 5.5 needs it the most. Those bosses are so tough. Yes, that's the main goal this week. Like last week, the 6.5 was harder. This week, I think it's not really that hard. It's pretty straightforward. Like, okay, they get extra mana, and you can't kill them before turn 5. Like that's not that difficult, but this one is pretty difficult, annoying modifiers, and then the bosses alone, like Aurelia, especially with the Hugify, is such a pain. The free 10/20 elusive with Aurelia auto summons and 4 mana just kills you turn 1. Yeah, that's both the bosses. Yeah, are terrible. All right, I think let's grab Viego and just kind of blast through the 4.5 one more time. Maybe take down a couple notes about any like pain points that people should watch out for. But yeah, I'll probably spend most of the day in the 5.5. Do you think the Ledros instant kill is a bug or intended by the team? I would say it's intended because that's how it used to work in PvP. You could have the Dreadway, which is Gangplank his boat, which doubled the damage of all your spells and skills. So if you had that on the board and then dropped your Ledros, it would also just one-shot your Nexus. So it's kind of just the way that combination works. I guess we'll grab this, just have another unit on the board. And it shouldn't mess with our regions because this isn't technically in our deck. But yeah, not great opening powers. Which relics did you use for Morg on the 6.5? I used Pack Powder for cost reduction and scaling, and then I just used the Archangel Staff and Grand General's Counter Plan, so you're always getting your mana refilled, and you're also getting some spells to play every round. I really wanted to beat one without Asol, but couldn't. Wasted hours with Lux Illuminated. She's my strongest. I mean, Lux Illuminated, yes, is pretty good, so I think that was probably a good bet to try. Alright, so we'll kill this since it's going to die anyways. And we can kill this one. Alright, I don't actually want to attack with this because I don't want it to get recalled. I want it to sit on my board. Alright, we'll be able to do turn 1 Viego, which is nice. Sure, let's just get our Viego leveled. Yep, already leveled. Yeah, we need to try to find a really solid champion for let's drop this here for the 5.5, other than like a solid champion that's not overpowered. So not something like Aurelian Soul or just like a 6-star champion. Yeah, I think Morgana's not a good call because she is not necessarily the best answer to Aurelia. Yas will still work. It's not great, but since he can have his cheap stun when attacking, that can be a good answer to some of what the enemy has.
Surrender to me.
When others threaten, we must take action.
Sure, let's just... They're out of mana, they can't play a single combat.
The darkness, like hunger, only grows.
So yeah, I think... Oh, goodness. Thank you for the bits. Thanks for the support. I appreciate it. Yes, I've heard that Ledros does instant kill you. I've heard that from several people.
Surrender to me. All this for her.
Yeah, the 5.5 is gonna be pretty tough. Let's see. Sure, Vengeance is fine. So it happens because they have Deadly, where it deals double the damage of all their spells and skills, and his spell does half of your Nexus damage rounded up. So doubling that, you just die. Yeah, it's pretty rough. All right, we don't want any of these. We want to stay in Shadow Isles. Okay, Shadow Isles looks good. We'll go here for the champion item. So Monkey Idol. Yeah, I'm actually fine with getting rid of both of these. Yeah, you have to try to end the game fairly quickly. Now, it is a pretty expensive card. I'm not sure if it has any cost reduction on it. That's probably something we're going to be looking at today. Hello, Long. Yeah, we can drop this here. Bamp Oli. Thank you for the subscribe. I appreciate the support. Do we want this to attack? Not really. We prefer this just sitting on our board to give us cost reduction for Viego. Yeah, Azel should be fine to be able to clear. But we're gonna try to see if we can find something that works a little bit better. Sure, we can just drop Viego.
I do this for her, for us.
They'll have their elusive, but if we need to, we have single combat. Alright, so we can put that there, and let's single combat this here. I have all the non-champion specific relics. If I buy a golden reliquary, will I get something useful from it? Recently, I don't know if it's actually been fixed because this was just happening a couple days ago. People were still getting the Swain and Yasuo relics. So you could potentially get one of those, but that also should be getting fixed shortly. The Yasuo relic is pretty niche. Unless you like Yasuo, it's not worth getting. But the Swain relic is really nice and useful on a lot of people. Alright, nice. GG. Yeah, the two newest ones aren't in the pool. And pretty much all the other champion-specific ones aren't either.
I will take back what is mine. All of it.
Yeah, for me, I have all the golden reliquary or all the epic relics, and so for me, I'm not buying any golden reliquaries because what you get out of it is pretty much just not worth it at all. Your Targon Nova Crystal isn't working on Yuumi. Is Yuumi even Targon? Isn't Yuumi Bandle City? I'm gonna go for Arcane. No. Okay, so yes, she's Targon Bandle, but as far as the like Nova Crystals and stuff goes, those type of champions are only one. So for Yuumi, if you go to the constellation, you click here, she's Bandle City for everything. She's only Bandle City. So it's not a bug that the Targon Nova Crystal isn't working. She doesn't use anything for Targon. Yes, the card is Bandle and Targon, but for all the dual region champions, there's only one that they use. So like for her, she only uses Bandle. But then you can go look at someone like Morgana. There we go. Her constellation is only Targon, even though she's Demacia Targon. So that's something to bear in mind whenever you're looking at a champion and dual region champion. You have to see what region they actually use. So yeah, that's not a bug, that's just how the game works. Any advice for a newbie that's just a few champs for 3-star going into Lissandra? A big part of it is just, especially for Lissandra, getting used to the cards that specifically Lissandra has in her deck and playing around them. So like 5 mana is her Entomb, so that's something to always be aware of. Like if they have 5 mana and they're just kind of sitting at it, always be thinking they could Entomb me right now. Am I going to play something that's going to get hard countered by Entomb? So that's something to bear in mind. Also 9 mana, it's 9 or 8, I think it's 9. 9 mana is their Buried in Ice, which entombs your entire board. So that's another big one, that don't build your board if they have 9 mana. Because if you start building out your board without just open attacking, they're probably going to punish you for that. So there's a lot of little things like that of knowing kind of what deck they have and how to play around it. So some of it does just take practice. So especially if you're going at that with some champions that you haven't really played before, or like you're just learning the adventure, yeah, you'll probably get destroyed the first couple times. It definitely helps when you start getting the feel for it and you can kind of predict what the enemy is potentially going to do. Like in this game, knowledge really is power for a lot of the encounters. So it's kind of something to bear in mind. You have 2 Targon crystals, which are useless to begin with. LeBlanc has literally the worst 6-star power. Yeah, getting multiple Nova crystals for the same region, especially a region that doesn't have like many people, is pretty rough. So yeah, that's unlucky. So it's gonna hurt a lot, yes. But pretty much every encounter when you're just starting out and you don't know what they do is normally going to work that same way. Alright, so they blew all their mana. We could do a Death's Grasp. Yeah, let's do that. The single combat doesn't count as us killing both parts of it, so we wouldn't get the double mist. Got 50 Targon gemstones from a gold reliquary. Sounds like you high rolled it though.
Submission or death for all who live. You
Oh, it's kind of crazy the stuff you can do is Viego. Okay. Also for Lissandra, note that you don't have many chances to heal. So having some amount of sustain, well, you don't have a lot of chances to heal. You don't have a lot of chances to cut cards. You don't have a lot of chances to power up. There's not too many places to get powers or to get champion level ups. So those epic shops at the very beginning and very end are really important for you. We won't kill anything, but we'll drop this. We can try to end next round. I mean, they're not useless, but they're the least useful constellation material by design. Alright, GG. I really think for this one, yeah, for the 4.5, most encounters are pretty easy and straightforward. I think Jinx is definitely one that can be a bit of a pain. Yeah, it's really just the bosses. I guess we'll grab this, but yeah, we don't really care that much about spells because spells don't get our cost reduction. Sure. It's not going to be that big of a deal. Most of our units aren't actually surviving that much damage. Yeah, we can actually just give it a vengeance. It's fine. Alright, Jinx. So I think Jinx actually summons Jinx at the start of the game. Yeah, I think this one was one of the more difficult ones. I do wonder if Morgana does have the worst 6-star power. It's hard to know without playing it. But yeah, it's not great, definitely. Well, it definitely seems a lot weaker than many others. Alright, so we can't quite kill their Jinx. Yeah, there's kind of an issue if they have a lot of mana, and since they're already starting off with a Jinx, they can just play so many cards, and they're kind of given a free card that they could discard if they wanted with the single combat. It's like I want to try to kill their Jinx, but I know we're out. We're not going to be able to make it. I think we'll just... We technically could do this, get her lower, and then summon a Mist. Yeah, we'll kill her with the attacks. We'll still summon the same amount of Mist. It'll be okay. Alright, so we can attack like this, get rid of her, get another Mist going. Alright, so we could drop him already. It's a little worrying because... Yeah, it's going to be a little close. They could potentially kill our Viego if we drop him. Because with their single combat, their challenger, and the spell it's going to go off. I think let's drop our soldier. That's an interesting one. Alright, here, I think, yeah, now we can drop our Viego. Yeah, Jinx is really able to put on a lot of pressure. I think, yeah, most of this encounter isn't going to be that difficult, except for... Jinx will be a pretty big spike in difficulty. Hey, Kata fan. Alright, this should be... Oh, this should be game. Yeah, depending on the champions you have for Lissandra, using... any control decks that you do have, control is generally the best play into Lissandra. So you said you didn't have a lot of champions, but if you had, like, Morgana... Yasuo, some regards Ashe, even like Annie and Jhin to some degree, any amount of control will really help you.
Without her, there is only darkness.
Yeah, Morgana can easily shut it down. Like, Morgana's very good for Lissandra. 2 cost and fleeting. That'll be More likely to play him turn 1. Sure. Could backfire, but let's go with it. Mana flow sounds good. And yeah, let's go cut another card. So Swift Wing Flight. Let's get rid of most of these. We want more of our cheaper units. Well, that's a first one. We haven't had an OnlyFans bot in here before. This person and band. Okay. There we go. Anyways. I guess we could just immediately drop our Viego. Don't really have any other cheaper units, so sure.
I do this for her, for us.
Yeah, that's the first. Normally it's people being like, hey, do you want to buy viewers?
I command you.
Not seen one for OnlyFans. I guess we'll play this. Perfect. That's actually one of the best, maybe the best card we could have drawn at that point. Aw, come on. Sad. Alright. Is it going to be a Viego day? Not necessarily. We're just playing Viego because we want to blast through this one. Just kind of play it one more time, see if there's anything else that seemed like, oh, this is maybe something I missed the first time I played. We're gonna probably be playing other 3-star champions and try to see who can really clear the 5.5.
Gonna be a long night. I'll put on some coffee.
So yeah, we're just doing VA because we want to get through this pretty much as fast as possible. Huh. 0 cost Senna with Black Cleaver. Okay.
Like it just fine. Let's get started.
Alright, let's see. So sure, let's drop this here. And let's also actually do that right there. Perfect.
You will serve.
Turn it against them. I'm here till it's done, and it's never done.
I don't even know what her level up condition is.
And life.
I've seen you kill 3+ units with spells. Okay. Yes, if a champion is not in Path of Champions, I pretty much never play with them, so I don't really know what they do. Like, I know Senna speeds up your spells and makes darkness, but since we can never play with her, I never really pay attention to her level up. Alright, nice.
All this for her.
Ooh, that'll be free. Fantastic. Alright, let's... I think cut Withering Mist. We're just never going to play it. If we get a decent power. Sure, Iker is decent. Hey, look. We just cut this card. We can do, I think, a reroll. Not bad. But I think we're fine. Alright, let's go for the champion item. So, Rot Colossus. Yes. Yeah, she's a terrible support for Vhagar. Yeah. Yeah. There's the one main thing I know about Senna is don't pick her if you're picking Veigar. Or at least if you have your Veigar at 3 stars. Because, yeah, it's bad. He is one that'll be interesting to see when he gets his 6-star. Well, I was going to say, I wonder if they make his 6-star hit all targets, but that would essentially just be Swain. Yeah, Victor and Jace don't play well together. Alright, let's drop this, kill some more units.
Submission or death for all who live.
We'd like to be able to end round 1 if we can. Oh look, Ledros. Sure, we can go ahead and drop that. If only ours did double damage. Alright, GG, nice.
All will be consumed by the black mist.
You use Senna as Veigar support, no problem. Either your Veigar is not at 3 stars, or maybe they changed it. So yeah, they must have fixed the bug. Well, not really a bug, just fixed unintended gameplay synergy, or anti-synergy. Yeah, this with Power Rift's not bad, because we could especially get that round 1, play it for free. Yeah, Power Rift, let's get even more cost reduction. Let's see, what do we want to cut? Probably this one, although also the possession. Alright, Misfortune.
Sure you can handle me?
Alright, we only need 1 copy of Viego. We can get rid of the Hydrovine. We want more of our cheaper units. That is nice they actually went back and fixed that, though. I don't remember seeing that in any patch notes. Yeah, we'll drop this here.
Cover me, Crackshot.
You got it, Captain.
Trying to use our Death's Grasp, they might just use a single combat. So that is a little sad. But let's drop this. Drop this here. Alright, turn 1 Viego. Spectral Matron and Disgrace, not bad. Especially because we could do this to play the other one. I love this build. Sure, let's kill that here. By killing it, we'll get 2 more.
All will be consumed by the black mist.
Yeah, there's so many fun combos with Viego and Portal Pals. If you stay in your region, it is so good. Okay, GG.
Without her, there is only darkness.
Alright, so yeah, this one, it's mostly just the boss fights, and especially Jinx is pretty rough, but this one does seem relatively fine. Yeah, the modifiers aren't too bad, most of the encounters are okay. The big thing is going to be this 5.5 So we were able to clear with Yasuo. I don't think Morgana's going to be that good here because Aurelia is going to kind of counter it. Vex, I feel like, could be interesting because you can reduce down people's power if you could try to get your Vex leveled. I feel like Vex can work, but you have to get lucky with getting like a decent support champion and decent spells. The fact that you always get the attack token is nice. Hello, Jump. Let's see. You also have to try to end fast enough that Ledros can't kill you. Yeah, it's a little difficult because you want to have a fast champion be able to end the game quicker. But you also need to have something to deal with this giant 10-20 unit, especially in the Aurelia one. It's like Evelyn's a maybe. Having fast speed stuns isn't bad, because when Aurelia free attacks and the other unit free attacks with it, as long as it's already on the board attacking, then you can stun it and make it go back to their board. You could maybe go for like a Nami and try to just end incredibly fast. You do have some sustain. I think I'll save the fragments for something else. I do kind of wonder if Vex could handle it. Like it is a 10-5 or a 10-20, but a lot of the units here, or a lot of the encounters, have a decent amount of units, and so they normally can block you out with their monkeys, but if you can just keep killing their monkeys outside of combat, you potentially could have a chance. I think let's try a Vex run and see how it goes. Although granted, our Vex is going to be probably a little bit different than many others. So yeah, we don't have the 5 mana, so we just start at 1. We just start at the 2 mana. Chemtech Duplicator is going to be useless in this encounter. You're never going to get to that 6 mana. The issue is, I feel like our Vex could do it, but for our Vex to be able to do it, it's going to be one that is like full epic relics. I'm just turning off my alarm because it keeps going off every day. I keep forgetting. Yeah, I think let's go for Nami, just because Nami is a 3-cost champion, and with like this build, we're only using 1 epic relic, because that's the thing, is like I can beat it because I already have, but I don't want to be beating it with a super charged champion. I don't want to beat it with like a 5 or 6 cost. We're trying to find more like budget alternatives in order to be able to win here. So yeah, I think going for our build, we're just trying to put on as much pressure as we can early. Maybe will work. Yeah, let's go ahead and try. Oh yeah, Aurelia is the worst. For Yasuo, we used his Relic. Well, We used his Epic Relic for the +1 starting mana. We used his Tempest Blade for the board-wide stun when he levels. And then we used Echoing Spirit. This gives us a free spell to play every single round, so that's nice. This gives us some protection, which is really nice. And then this can give us like Elusive or Overwhelm on all of our units, which is also really nice. Each one of these is a very good option. It helps us really reduce down the damage we're taking. Potentially helps us just slip by all their units. Because like we have Elusive right here. Yeah, this is a free thing to play, which gives us 1 mana every round. All 3 of these are really good, and they're all good in different ways. So that is pretty difficult. I guess let's try to think about this logically. We want to try to end the game as fast as possible. Treacherous Terrain, this gives more value the longer the game goes on, because then it's frostbiting more people, because it's just a round start, well, kind of a round start effect. So since we're trying to end the game faster, this is going to be less valuable. Sharing is Caring can be valuable because potentially if we can drop an Elusive early, that can help us end earlier. I think this is like a little bit of a gamble. It could really pay off and massively help us, or we can go for a little bit more consistency of we know that we can play this every single round, get a free spell, level up, get more mana back. So it's, yeah, a little all over the place. That 10-20 is going to be an issue. I think so. I was about to go for Sharing is Caring because this could carry us through the whole game potentially, but I don't really want to try to get a run where I'm getting carried by a power. So I want this to be more relatable to actual normal runs, average runs. So I think we'll go for this. It's giving us good consistent value. I think Sharing is Caring would probably be the play here, but let's just go for consistency. We don't want it to be unrelatable to normal people. So yeah, I'll go here. All right, T Hex. Normal run is carried by power. I mean, in some regards, yeah. Let's see. This is fine. We can get rid of 1 Coral Creatures. Yeah, the good thing is, once again, we're always able to start with our attack token, just have 1 round to kind of get situated. I think we'll drop our Coral Creatures. Okay. Well then. More Autopuss would be nice. Alright, let's try to get just some units so we can have some blockers for this next attack, because that is a big, scary board. Let's kill our own unit. I think we'll get the pesky Spectre, and we'll try to play that next round. They have so many units, though. Oh, my word. Okay. Let's see. Predict's not really going to help us here. Alright, so we could drop our Nami. This will give us 2 cards. I think we'll actually drop our Nami next round. So we're trying to get a lot of spells in our hand, and also we want to get rid of all ephemerals for next round because we don't want... We don't want ephemerals to be getting any buffs from Nami. Alright, we need to play this first to just make a little bit of room. Alright, Verbal Fish, not bad.
I won't let my home be swallowed by darkness. Rise with the surf. Let the tide carry you. Rise with the surf.
Okay, this is actually fantastic. Oh, it's gonna have us draw 2 cards. Yeah, that'll be okay. We probably don't even have... Yeah, we don't even have 2 Namis in our deck.
Ride the surging tides.
Foray into the field? How exciting!
Alright, so she is about to level, so let's just play a Frank here.
Let the tide carry you. The Mirai will never know fear again.
Alright, let's start playing some of these. We need to heal our Nexus back up a lot. And yeah, this is all the cards. We just want to make sure that we can buff them up and not have any ephemerals getting in the way. Oh man, this is going to take a while.
Let the tide carry you.
Actually, let's save this. Let's play all of Nami's spells
Ride the surging
because we're
tide.
shuffling more of her champion back in her deck. So then we can actually draw them with the answered prayer, which will be
Let the
pretty
tide
nice.
carry you.
Yeah, this is definitely one that is pretty rough because, like, this general encounter, they're already getting a giant unit at the start of the game. They're also getting a powder monkey for free every single round. A lot of these have a unit they're summoning at the start of the game anyways, like another one. Like right here, they summoned the Golden Crush bot at the start of the game. And then this one also has the iterative enhancements, so it's summoning another unit at the start of the game. So, stuff can get kind of ridiculous.
Rise with the surf. Ride the surging tides.
Alright, this is going to be just the most massive
Tide
tentacle.
carry you. Ride the surging tides.
Which, I mean, it can try to take care of that eager apprentice.
Let the tide carry you.
Alright, we're stabilizing. We're getting there.
Rise with the surf. Let the tide carry you. Ride the surging tides. Hammer, tongs, anvil.
So the one issue is if we attack, most of our units will be able to die. So I feel like that's not the best. Even attacking is not really going to do too much for us. Like right now we can take some good trades. I think let's try to attack like this, try to get this one a bit lower. But yeah, if we attack, they can take really good trades and kill some of our units, which we would like that not to happen, especially since we've buffed them up so much. Just playing the 5.5 Nightmare and got 3 legendary powers. Nice. Yeah, they're also summoning 2 units at the start of the game. Not good.
Did that sound right?
Alright, let's drop this one here. We could use a silence. Let's actually try to use some of our spells. So let's throw down our Ebb, see who it hits. If we could get this unit get hit and killed, that would be very nice. Let's actually buff up this one a little bit. Because then we could block right here. And then let's use this. Come on, hit this unit. Alright, not quite. Another Nami. Alright, not too bad. Alright, we don't want an army to block and die. Or get low enough that they can then kill her. Which, I mean, they can still kill her with a Mystic Shot. Well, that is not the best. If we buff up any units with spells, it's going to be hitting this one. So yeah, these two are kind of just screwed. I think this is probably just an encounter where it's so much aggression so early that it's really just not the best for Nami. Five cards left. Nice.
Rise with the surf.
I chose Nami. I was hoping that she'd be able to do fine here.
Let the tide carry you.
But yeah, this is a pretty tough one.
Ride the surging tide.
But Nami does have decent sustain. Like the amount of damage taken, we've already would have probably lost if we didn't have the healing.
Let the tide carry you.
And yeah, these two elusives are probably going to be able to
Ride the surging tide.
win us the game. Although they're no longer getting buffed up. I think we'll actually drop this since... Alright, so we can get a lot of damage down on their Nexus, but not quite enough to end. And yeah, attacking with the other two, we could just get blocked out by their ephemerals. Alright, there's the Nami.
I brought my books. Hope that's all right.
Alright, can we survive one more round for our Nami? Alright, we'll use this first to draw. Or we'll predict, and then we'll use this to draw. The good thing is, Nami can give us more spells.
My quest is dangerous, but I will.
Although she does give us draw as well.
Carry you.
8 damage. Alright, so we're not going to be able to save that unit. So we'll just let that go through, sadly. We hate for our Spectre to get the thing that gets buffed up. But we just need another blocker. Huh. Okay, thank you. That's kind of you.
So pretty. Rise with the surf.
How many spells have we played this round? 2, and then that is 3. So this one should go off twice.
Tide carry you. Rise with the surf.
All right, so if we got lucky, we can end. Well, nope, it's not gonna hit the Nexus.
Rise with the surf.
All right, well, it took forever, but this should be game. Oh, of course, they just need to add that little insult. GG, easy.
My loved ones will be safe a while longer.
Yeah, we have the tasty Fey folk. I just want to get that over with. That was miserable. Defender of Tomorrow. When you play a card with a cost equal to mine, grant me 1/1. We don't really want to play a 6 cost. But we also don't really want to play a 3 cost either. I guess we'll grab this here. Oh yeah, that was pretty miserable. It's actually, I think, better. Nami's one of the ones where I think it's actually better to not start with the attack token. That way you can attack with Nami on your board. So for some of these champions, while starting with the attack token is nice, I think for Nami it's actually bad for us. Poro Stories is a spell we can play for free. A lot of easy blockers. I think that'll be okay. More champions, we want to get more Nami, as well as more of our champion spell. Don't want to play... When either player plays a spell, give their weakest ally elusive this round. Interesting. The foe summons a card ref. If it doesn't have one, it's card ref +2. All right, so that is an error in the coding. That's probably supposed to be like card reference, and it's probably supposed to be a link to a specific card. Because I don't think there's a card called card ref. Interesting. Let's go for it. It feels so bad playing for like 2 hours and getting a Ledger's gain 1 shot. Yeah, that's kind of the issue. That we're really going to need to have something to speed up our game plan. Whether that's like a turn 1 Nami. Huh. So I'm guessing they took this from the Vi 2-star campaign. And it has some issues. Oh, nice. So their Chempunk has elusive. That is annoying.
There's another one!
Yeah, with how many units are in a lot of these missions, I feel like just going for like a Kane or a Volibear to try to just kill their units and get so many extra stats or bonuses from getting kills would probably be the right way to go. Yeah, it's gonna be another.
What you looking
That's. They're just gonna be making tons of copies of our spells, which is not good. And yeah, since they already have an entire full board, they just want to open attack.
Fear what thrives in shadow.
Alright, so we're kind of just wanting to fill out our board and also free some space in hand, so that when we drop our Nami, we have units to be able to buff up and play. Yeah, this will be okay.
Beloved, get behind me.
You know that's not gonna happen. Let the tide carry you.
I got the goods.
Ride the surging tides.
Alright, so we've played 2 spells this round. This will be the 3rd spell. Yeah, we're gonna overfill our mana, which isn't
Rise with the
great. But having this go off twice, I feel like is worth it.
surging tides.
Of course, that's the card they stole. And there's nothing I can do to save that unit. Yeah, the removal is a pretty bad thing for Nami, because you don't buff people's health until she levels. And even then, you're buffing their health so slowly compared to their damage spells. So yeah, I feel like it's just really too much aggression for you, which is a little sad.
Let the tide carry you. I will find the moonstone. I will save my people.
Fishes dating? Something like that. There's something going on between the two of them.
Ride the surging tides.
Yeah, I feel like we'll get through this encounter, but then I think we might stop with Nami. I think it's just too painful.
Ride the surging tides.
What do we get?
Let the tide carry you.
Having the Abyssal Guard, though, with that Overwhelm is pretty nice.
Rise with the surf.
And, like, she does have the sustain to try to heal up a decent amount,
Ride the surging tides.
but they're just getting so many units. We won't have enough to play its spells. Pesky Spectre actually isn't bad
Surf.
to be able to kind of mess with the enemy a little bit. Alright, so they have nothing big enough to stop that.
Strike.
Yeah, we won't have enough to end. This unit would die, but
Let the tide
we
carry
would kill their giant parade, do a ton of damage. I think, well, the issue is they actually do have elusive blockers, so we'll do the best that we can. Hello, game. Thank you.
Come on, me.
Uh-oh. Looks like it might be lagging a little bit. Okay, good. They didn't open attack. Let's use our predict first. Another elusive, good. Let's go for our draw.
Let the tide carry you.
Smells like opportunity.
Rise with the surf.
Yoink.
Move aside, small fry. Ride the surging tides.
We have a lot of sustain, but we also take a ton of damage, which isn't really the best.
Let the tide
Alright, come on, hit
carry
something useful. Not exactly what I was looking for. Well, that's not good.
Save me,
Yeah, those elusives are pretty annoying.
I am stronger than the darkness within me.
And they just keep stealing our spells. Oh, man. Alright, let's see what they have and prank it. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Sure, let's mess with that as well. This can just get blocked out by the tentacle, so that's not great. We're hoping to have this be big enough to be able to push some more damage.
A needful strike.
Alright, let's just attack with everything. Try to get enough to end the game, but we can probably block it. Yep. At least we got rid of those two elusives. Those were annoying. Oh man. Oh, that'll be fun. More draw. Sure, let's just summon a giant scrap traption. Drop this here. Yeah, we need to keep our elusive alive so we can try to attack next round. Alright, finally, looks like we can maybe end, unless they can kill this, which is possible. Oh, it's so painful. Alright, I'm gonna say Nami is not it. I think they just have too many units. The units are too big. There's too much pressure on you early. Yeah, I think Nami is not going to be the way to go there. The sustain is nice, and Nami can normally put on a lot of pressure on the enemy. The problem is Nami can normally out-tempo her enemy, but here they're just getting so many units for free. They have more starting mana, and they just get so much extra value that Nami can't keep up. So we technically haven't lost yet with her, but I don't think she's really going to be the way to go. See, I'm just trying to find decent champions can try to work other than all of like the 6 stars, because yeah, just going and blasting Aesol if you have it, or any 5 and 6 stars would be good. There's possibly Evelyn with that constant board-wide stun. Tiramisu, thank you for the follow. I'm thinking that's how you say that. I know that word, but I've never actually seen it spelt before, so that's kind of funny. I've only heard it. Jin, you're going to start at 2 mana. They have, or you start with the attack token. Yeah, I think Jin is going to come down too late. Kindred does have cheap spells, or like, yeah, we have our Prey, which can work. We have some kill spells. I feel like Kindred might be a little too slow. It is definitely a tough balancing act. Because a lot of the champions that could work for the Hugify just aren't fast enough for the rest of the encounter. Because like one person I'm thinking of is like going for like an Annie with a Disintegrate, because then you can just kill that super easily and it wouldn't be a problem. But can Annie deal with all of the other aggression of the encounters? No, not really. She's going to get steamrolled. So it's not just the Hugify. Like I'm thinking of people that can deal with this, or people that can deal with everything else. But people that are dealing with both of it at the same time is definitely tough. Because yeah, I normally don't want to tell people like you just have to use like 4-star and higher champions. I mean, I guess we could just try to go for LeBlanc as kind of the ace in the hole sort of champion. Nidalee, I think Nidalee is going to still get steamrolled, because Nidalee, you don't have enough blockers where they have an entire board coming at you. And even if you can get some solid damage down, and even if you can get your Nidalee big enough to kill their one unit round one, which is going to be tough, then you just have this massive attack coming at you that you can't block. And LeBlanc kind of has the same issue of it's going to take her a little bit to get on the board. Stalker's Blade LeBlanc might be better here. So I tried Stalker's Blade LeBlanc on the last 6-star and it didn't really work. But that was because a lot of the units had all those extra stats with the chimes, and so they couldn't actually get any kills. I mean, I normally like Death's Foil, but they do often have enough units, so triple Stalker's Blade might actually not be bad. Like, the Death's Foil can give you a lot of value later on, and it is nice to make sure your LeBlanc can attack without getting killed. But they do have so many units, so you could drop LeBlanc, immediately level her. Sure, let's try it. What is Jace's bis? So for Jace, going for, this is a build I actually haven't tested yet, but I think it should be pretty good. If you don't want to go for a Starforged Gauntlet build, I think this will be pretty solid. You can get Jace on the board, and normally your games go to the 6 mana. You can then dump a absolute ton of spells, get so many duplications going, because this is duplicating, Jace is duplicating. But if you want to go for Starforged, then you just throw on Starforged Gauntlets here, and throw on a Luminous Orb, and then this is a pretty simple, straightforward, solid other build to go with. Oh, I actually never selected LeBlanc as my actual champion. Let's try her and see how it goes, because we would be able to level her immediately. Yeah, I think let's go for Enfeebling Strike. That'll be decent. Now, we still don't have any sort of sustain or anything like that. So that's going to be a bit of a problem. Alright, we just need to get some blockers going.
Don't worry, I've read all about this.
We just need to try to reduce down the damage we're taking. But yeah, they already have an entire full board, and they're gonna summon 2 more units. It's not good.
Putting study into practice.
So yeah, taking a absolute massive amount of damage, and there's really nothing we can do to stop this. Yeah, I feel like you need sustain, which we really don't have at all.
The black rose blooms once more.
I'm on it.
Alright, so they might counter with a spell and just kill out LeBlanc. But we can try.
Classic misdirection.
Okay. I mean, they could be killing out LeBlanc. Yeah, it's already too slow. Like, we're gonna be doing decent damage here, but we've already taken too much damage for a single game because we don't have any sustain, so going to the next match like this is pretty tough.
Smoke and mirrors.
And they said I was dangerous.
Yeah, I doubt Teemo will be able to handle this.
Classic misdirection.
The good thing is, yeah, we've stabilized with the fact that now we can actually kill everything they're summoning.
No one's the wiser. We march as one, an unstoppable force.
Seeing double. Be seen.
Oh, it's not gonna be good. I think killing him doesn't stop it, right? No, it does not. Yeah, I'd rather just keep our LeBlanc healthy. I don't think we would have had enough damage with an open attack. The LeBlanc would have killed the couple, but we need to try to build out our board and do some more damage.
My move.
Because the LeBlanc would have died as soon as it got the strike off. I swear all the new adventures are like reach your win con by round 2 or die. Yeah, a bit. We were able to stall long enough with our Yasuo, but it was still not great. Capture an ally. When you attack for the first time each round, summon an ephemeral copy of it attacking. Interesting. Would be potentially a bit slow. Reducing down enemies isn't bad, though. Sure. Hello, Vexing. Man Deposit Swain, Ravenous Flock. I mean, I feel like 5 is too much. Although I think that match we potentially got to 5 anyways. Because, yeah, we're dropping Misfortune on 3, and we're not Misfortune, our other units. But this has Scout plus Quick Strike, which would give us a rally, so that'd be pretty good. Sure. Let's go here. I guess let's try to go for the Songstress this time. We'll try like one more probably with LeBlanc, see how she does, but I'm thinking even this build, while yes, there's a ton of removal, it's still too slow. We're taking way too much damage round 1 or like round 2 when they attack. Hello, we're watching your Relic Guide. Any tips for when to use Stardust? Normally, especially if you're just starting out, you want to be using Stardust to be filling out your collection of rare relics. So epic relics are fun, but especially if you're relatively new to the game, just filling out your rare relics to get the best builds possible is normally what I'd recommend first. Once you've kind of completed your rare relics, then you can go for the epic relics.
You sacrificed so much for us, child.
No more than anyone else has. Great mother.
Alright, so let's try to kill as many of these units as we can.
The black rose blooms once more.
For the tribe.
Oh man, so we can block both of these, but then our LeBlanc will die. But we also can't take the damage. We'll be summoning LeBlancs when we attack anyways, so I guess we can try to go like this. Yeah, we can use up our other one, but this is our last LeBlanc, at least at the moment.
I hate having to put my face on.
Thanks, I bought a second Stalker's Blade yesterday. Friend recommended it. It allows for some champs to be playable. Yes, double Stalker's Blade is very nice to have. I mean, I'm using literally triple Stalker's Blade right now. But double Stalker's Blade is really good for, like, especially Garen and Kayn.
Good.
Lets you play and level them up immediately. Alright, let's drop this to get a bit of a rally going and summon a LeBlanc.
Dangerous water. So pretty.
Alright, let's take out some more targets again.
Seeing double.
Try getting stuff like Corrupted Star Fragment or Chemtech. Yeah, Corrupted Star Fragment is another one that's just such a good general relic on pretty much anyone. Yeah, let's kill that. Been playing Path of Champions a lot back when it first launched. Good old Tom, Misfortune, Twisted Fate. When it relaunched with the Victor boss, and I've somewhat joined now. Oh, welcome back.
Smoke and mirrors.
Alright, so not quite enough to end this round, but we're about to get the attack token again, so we can immediately try to attack. So we could get our scout attack, but I think I'd rather just try to open attack and hopefully end right here. Oof. Yeah, we're getting through. We're just taking so much damage. And we don't have like any regen, any sort of way to sustain it up. And like we have another fight we're gonna have to go through. Cataclysm is nice. Another free attack to get another LeBlanc on the board. Scout is decent, giving us multiple attacks, but we might actually just want to go for the damage. We already have Scout from several other units. The extra damage, the reason I'm considering that is gives us more removal, but with the extra damage, we can then make more mirror images, because when LeBlanc is leveled, each time you've dealt 15 or more damage, create a mirror image in hand. If you already have one, reduce its cost by 1. So the more damage we do, the more mirror images we get, and the cheaper they are. So potentially by getting enough damage, we can just keep playing them for free, because every time we play them, we do enough to get cost back down to 0, which would have a bigger impact than the Scout. Now, the Scout is definitely nice, but also if they still have units on the board, we're not always going to be able to attack with LeBlanc, because there might be blockers big enough to kill her. Normally from the triple strikes, they should be down, but that's not always going to be the case. And this just gives us more instant value for both LeBlanc and all summoned copies. Like, yeah, the Scout will get an extra LeBlanc summon. But the pickaxe makes every single LeBlanc we summon more powerful. I think here I want more of the upfront damage, because if the more damage we have on play, the more likely we are to kill 3 different units. So yeah, I think we'll grab that. Smooth Soloist, Shop. All right, let's try Herald of Spring. We can, yeah, go a little bit longer with our LeBlanc. Maybe we can do enough. It'd have to be 8 power for it to matter. 7 plus 7 is not enough to proc the 15 damage passive. The thing is, by increasing the power, we're hopefully going to get more copies of LeBlanc. So hopefully this isn't the only increase we would get. Because we want to get to the point where LeBlanc can just destroy absolutely everything. Oh, it's elusive. Okay, well, that's good. I'm glad they have that. Yep, that sucks. Okay, well, we're probably about to just immediately die.
What do you say, Glow?
Yeah, 10-20 elusive. We don't have any elusives in our deck. So we'll drop our LeBlanc, do a bunch of damage. But yeah, this
Time to make
probably going to be it. The good thing is, each one of our strikes got a kill.
Into lies.
If we didn't have the 7 damage, then like this unit over here would have lived.
Did it bend adventure time, you guys? Please, no. What do you say?
This is gonna be bad.
Please, go. Oh, don't get too close.
Useless pawn.
Well. That is a little unfortunate. Because 2 mana, or yeah, 2 health, they're nothing but Powder Monkey's just gonna kill us before we end the game. We want to really save this for our other turn.
I'll shoot the wings off a bilge wasp.
Oh, man.
Finger on the trigger.
Boru Cow? Boruf Cow? Thank you for the follow. Hope you've come to enjoy watching me suffer. Yeah, that's fine.
Missed.
I keep step with the heartbeat of Noxus.
Good.
Well, we lose next round no matter what because of the monkey. So, GG.
The ocean charts our course.
Pleasure is mine. It's cathartic in a way to see someone struggle on the very top of Path of Champions difficulty. Yeah, we're trying to clear this with 3 stars, but it is definitely pretty tough. The mix of modifiers and encounters all pair together to make this one quite a pain. Let's just say that. Never thought I'd see the day LeBlanc struggles. Yeah.
Don't think I won't unmake you because I will.
So at least they didn't summon a 10-20 elusive this time. At least there's that. Oh, well. I stand corrected. Oh, man.
To go. People to be. The black rose blooms once more.
Oh, hell. We're well friends.
Yeah, I really don't want our LeBlanc to die. And yeah, we can only block with 2 anyways, so yeah, it won't be that big of a deal. At this point, is it even fun anymore? I don't know, it's kind of, I find it kind of amusing. Oh, that's classic.
What a treat.
All right, let's go ahead and attack. Interesting. All right, so we can proc this or drop it next round. get some good removal going. A puzzle that changes its solution each time you start. The recent adventures are like puzzles, feels like 4-star champions are the correct pieces. Yeah, and I mean, we're struggling to do with this with 3-star. They didn't design this for 3-star champions. They designed it for people with constellations. And so we're kind of playing it incorrectly. I'm trying to find a good build for people to somewhat consistently clear it at 3 stars. Because if that's possible, I think that's great. So far, though, I am not really finding anything that is working. Let's try to just kill that. We don't really want to use our mirror image on one unit.
Looking for trouble? It found you.
Lorian Locke. Let's go with that. That sounds cool. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate the support. I mean, stunning that actually won't really matter because we're probably just going to end up killing it anyways.
No one's the wiser.
The good thing is they're almost out of cards. We're kind of waiting for them to play something for us to be able to kill. I'm pretty sure as soon as we play this, they're then gonna kill us. Or, well... yeah, this will be overkill, but at least this way the unit we summon attacking won't get destroyed or won't die because it's ephemeral. But they're probably going to play a unit now. Huh.
Surprised to see me.
Guess not. Although we still just don't even have enough damage to do much. Okay, now they play something. That makes sense. Sure. Alright, the good thing is this is just going to get killed by the extra LeBlanc.
Love ya.
Yeah, 4 damage out of combat would be amazing. It would be absolutely fantastic.
Came a long way for a bullet.
The lifesteal is also annoying.
Ready.
Ah, well.
Classic misdirection.
Alright, let's see if we can get our scout unit.
Stop eating or no more walkies.
Huh, Cataclysm's nice.
Surprised to see me.
Would 3-star turn 1 Morgue be fast enough? Relics, Swain, Plunder, Cost Reduction, Grand General. Morgana's gonna really struggle against Aurelia, which is the fun part that we haven't even gotten to yet today. So with Aurelia, she's gonna counter your immobile a lot, which is gonna be a pretty big issue for you.
Stop eating or
So
no more walkies.
Morgana does still have some hard stuns. So if you stun them while she's attacking, then you can be okay.
Seeing double.
They can just keep playing more of these. I mean,
Be free, Blue.
yeah, they can just keep going.
Don't eat that.
So yeah, Morgana I think is still going to struggle here. Our Yasuo struggled, but I still think Yasuo might be kind of one of the best choices. Let's just attack.
Victory!
Because with Yasuo, especially if you're doing Echoing Spirit, you have the 1-cost stun an attacking enemy, which is the perfect way to counter the Aurelia encounter, because you have to stun them while they're attacking.
Love ya.
Because even if they're stunned on the board, they can still attack, because Aurelia's dumb.
Another rose for the
What champion do you think deserves a rework? Probably Nasus and Vi. It's kind of weird seeing you play Miss Fortune without her laughing. Oh, yeah. We'll go for Black Rose. This can transform into another LeBlanc. Alright, let's go get destroyed by Aurelia. We summon an ally, deal 1 to game Nexus. 2 extra blockers would be very good right here. Alright, yeah, we'll purchase healing. If you can actually get past Aurelia, I feel like there's a chance. Aurelia might be the hardest fight in this entire encounter.
Fight for the first lands.
Yeah, Nasus, they should change. They should tweak his star powers. They can stick with the theme, just implement it probably better. And then his whole deck, I feel like, should probably be remade. Is there any champion with default sustain other than Gwen? There's a lot. Well, there's a decent amount. Gwen is one. Mordekaiser is another one. Elder Dragon has a good amount baked in. Does Volibear have a little? I forget if Volibear has like 1 heal. Yeah, it's scattered around, but Gwen is probably the best still, most consistent. I think we'll go for House Fighter.
The order rewards its faithful.
All right, well, we'll try to pass. Also, them getting a Coastal Defender is pretty bad. Like, it's not an elusive, but it's something that's just going to get stronger and stronger. All right, they didn't open attack, which is nice, so we can at least drop our LeBlanc, get a couple kills.
I whisper truth into lies.
Right, Aatrox, Kane, yep, they also have good stuff. Tom Kench, yeah.
Shoulder set, blade sharpened, plant that lead foot. Don't worry, I've danced this 100 times.
Sure, we can drop this here. I don't think we'll stop that.
For the autumn orchards.
All right, we have another LeBlanc.
Wasted effort.
We just need to try to survive. We do have that Enfeebling, which is going to give us a good amount of damage. Well, damage reduction. But yeah, it's so much damage. Oh, man. Aurelia's too common in monthly challenges, too. She gets exhausted in the face. Yeah. I would agree with that.
The only honest Noxian is a dead Noxian.
Now you're getting it.
All right, that's going to be really nice. I don't think there's going to be anything we can do to... Yeah. Okay, so I think we are just kind of screwed regardless of what happens here. We're doing that just to reduce down her damage a little bit, but yeah, that's too much damage. Maybe you can fizzle the spell by killing LeBlanc. We could have looked at that. I think the spell still goes through. Like, I think the free attack still goes through. But yeah, we definitely could have checked that. I feel like Kindred wouldn't have enough starting mana to really be able to do anything. Like, Kindred does have kill spells, but I think the amount that they're summoning right away, I think Kindred still gets run over. I mean, we could maybe go for like Master Yi or Diana. Diana has double attack, which is pretty big. Still, though, I think with Diana, you'll be able to do a lot of damage. You won't be enough to kill them, and then they're going to attack back with this massive board that you're still going to get kind of stomped through. Yeah, Annie could kill the 10-20 easily, but how does she deal with everything else? That's the problem. Like, I'm finding a lot of champions that can fix certain parts of the enemy composition, but not anything that's actually really working for everything. Like, Kayn is good. Kayn gets a lot of kills, gets good scaling on his units. But still, for Kayn, he doesn't come online until turn 5. So you're still going to take that massive hit up front. I mean, Ashe is a possible one, but I'm trying... That's the thing. I'm trying to find 3-star champions that can deal with this. Because, yeah, like, starting going to, like, 4 and 5s and whatnot, they'll be able to do fine. I mean, we can go Strength of Stone Starforged for Kayn, but then we don't get his massive power spike on when we play him for turn 5. Because that was kind of part of the good thing about this, is we can kill a lot of the enemy units with Kayn, get some good healing with Rost, and then we get this massive swing of having 2 0-cost 4-drops. So, like, just getting Kayn to ramp up faster without this big swing in tempo, I don't think that would really work. Jinx, but don't use mana from 4-star. I think even Jinx isn't going to have enough damage. Like, Jinx won't be able to kill the 10-20. I think even with the Jinx 6-star, we're probably not going to be able to kill the 10-20. Yeah, I don't know if there's going to be a good solution for a cheaper unit with this one. It's kind of crazy, but yeah, I think this 5.5-star is worse than even last week's 6-star. And last week's 6-star was pretty tough. Even though they had giant units, I still don't think they had as many units being summoned at the start of the game as this one does. Let's quickly try a match with Diana and see just how much damage she can do round 1. I don't think it'll be enough. Hey, look, it changed. Yeah, it's not always the same setup. Spells cost 1 less. That's great. It's not the other one. Yeah, the Janna. I tried Janna last week for that 6.5, and it's just not good enough against these types of decks because they just have too many units that are too big. So yeah, Janna can go wide very fast, and for most people, she just outpaces them like crazy. Unfortunately, that's not the case with these decks because they just have so many units.
Happy to do whatever's needed.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Cloaked in silver light.
All right, we got lucky with getting Spellslinger, though.
Find your path in the dark and follow no false light.
Is there a quote-unquote strongest champion? Why is it Aesol? I would say that it is not Aesol. I would say Aesol's the strongest 4-star champ. I would say there are 6-star champs that are stronger and more consistent.
I cannot turn back. I will be heard.
All right, so we got pretty lucky with our Diana, but she is able to end here turn 1. Who is stronger than Aesol? I would say definitely 6-star Viego is stronger. I'd probably say in certain situations, 6-star Swain is also better. 6-star Pike is more consistent, because that's kind of the issue with Aesol, is he's a bit inconsistent. Sometimes there's matches where you get all the right things and you just absolutely annihilate them turn 1. Other time you don't get your cost reduction and it takes a while to get going. So yeah, it's the biggest problem with Aesol is consistency. He'll still normally destroy, but there's other champions that can consistently end the game faster or the same as he can. So this is a 1 cost we can drop. I think we'll go for Scion. The removal here could be okay. But yeah, just having a 1 drop is decent. Again, we're not really going to want to play any of these, though. We just want to get as much of our champion as we can. Dawn Speakers. Both units have quick attack. Both of these sound terrible. Let's go for Dawn Speakers. They should be harder the game goes on. So if we can kill them faster, that'd be better. So yeah, let's go here. I played Pike through Lissandra with 4-star and Mariner's Rune on 4+ costs and never missed Lurk. Yeah. Pike can be very consistent when you get through his Constellation, where you're pretty much guaranteed to always Lurk. It's quite nice. Yeah, if we can get the Hero's Horn on Pale Cascade, that would be perfect. Alright, so we'll play this for...
Embrace the light.
I'll play this. Also, we have a rally now, which is kind of perfect.
Our light grows brighter.
Alright, let's see if we can get another Diana. Yeah, we have the 1 extra mana for it.
is our queen, the night her kingdom.
Do you have... I'm guessing you say a lot of 6 stars? I have like 4. Most of them I got through the game, through playing, and then one of them I bought.
Moonlight guide me.
So yeah, I think once again, just going for like Diana or Master Yi and trying to just go for a straight OTK build is probably your best bet. Alright, so we will attack like this. We will then rally and attack again.
New recruit reporting in.
But we are getting pretty lucky right now, which is nice.
Face your heretic.
Alright, so able to end round 1 without taking any damage back. Oh, nice.
We speak, and they will hear us.
So I think I had like 6 possible missions in my deck. I didn't miss Lurk. Part of the intentional piloting. Nice. Yeah, Hero's Horn, Pale Cascade would be very nice. Ardent Sensor is nice too, though. And just getting more copies of this in our deck will also be good. Alright. Create a Slipstream in hand. The Slipstream will cost nothing. So we can play it for more draw. It potentially will overfill our hand, but we are trying to end round 1 anyways. The thing is, we play so many of these, this actually could backfire, because then we're putting one thing in our hand. If we play that thing, then we get 2 more things in our hand, which it could give us more Pale Cascades, so that'd be great. But if it doesn't give us Pale Cascades, and even these Pale Cascades we can't play for free. The only ones we actually can play for free are the ones from our champion. So I think I would rather get more copies of the Dustbringer so we can get our Nightfall off. I think this one could backfire. Alright, so let's go for Eye of the Dragon. Yesterday, Miss Lurk 5 times straight with Pike. That's rough. We know we're going to draw a Chrono Break. Let's get rid of this. Scion increases our odds of drawing our other unit. Even Pale Cascade. Yeah, we'll reroll this. We want more of our actual Diana in our hand.
Breathe in, breathe out.
Alright, so not good. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, that was almost very bad. Feels like we don't have anything to trigger our Nightfall, and we need to get Nightfall. Because otherwise we don't get the extra power, and we don't get double tack, which is massive.
We each hold a world within.
Alright, we also haven't gotten any copies of our Diana, which isn't great.
Cloaked in silver light.
Alright, there we go. Perfect. Alright, so we can go for the extra draw, or we could go for the rally. I mean, we still have a long damage. Yeah, I think we'll go for the Nightfall. And we'll maybe just use Chrono Break next round.
Moonlight
We want to get her leveled.
Moon is our queen, the night her kingdom.
Yeah, them getting another Eye of the Dragon is not great.
I cannot turn back.
Alright, so
Face your heretic.
this will give us the most amount of damage. Oh my word, we're not at 10. Oh, we're not at 10 power, so we don't have overwhelm, which means our attack's gonna fizzle. Our double attack. That's pretty bad. Alright, well, you can't get lucky every round. So that is a little sad.
The Yordle here's with me.
Sure. So we could stun that or stun the elusive. I think the draw is probably more important to get more copies of Diana.
The new moon conceals you from our foes.
What is gained when we return malevolence?
Alright, so we can let Diana die, because we're gonna be able to rally. So really we can let all of these die.
Must we fight?
And we haven't done any damage to their Nexus, so them healing up's not that big of a deal at the moment. Also, when we resummon Diana, she'll refill our mana. Hopefully she still has double attack, but that might be a play effect. Yeah, that's... Yeah, so that double attack's gone. Nice. Let's see.
Our light grows brighter. No more.
Alright, so we can attack and again kill one of their units. Yeah, we might kill Diana and play a different one, maybe.
Night flowers upon my blade, the promise of a new moon upon you, bloom tender.
Her flowers bring the moonlight with them.
Unseen from the earth, the new moon conceals you from our foes.
Well, that's annoying. Because we won't be able to kill her, but we also won't be able to get damage from her. How fun. Although we also probably won't be able to attack with the double dragonlings. Okay, this is good.
Conflict end.
All things in cycles. Someday
Hmm.
we will be one.
Speak truth, whatever the cost.
So we can get rid of this unit. And then just avoid all of these. Yeah, that looks fine. We could try to use this next round for our Nightfall, but I think it'd probably be worth just kind of making this unit irrelevant. Alright, so I don't think there's a way I can stop this unit,
No recourse.
sadly. Let's go ahead and kill or discard Scion, get rid of their one unit. Shuffling more copies of this into our deck's not bad. Actually, this unit is a little bit more useless. Yeah, this... giant. Why are you... That's getting me called. Why are you buffing that? Okay.
Defiance is our way.
Alright, I think we'll drop this just for the damage next round. Alrighty. So yeah, we don't really have a way to kill Diana. So we can't really get the double attack. So we'll just have to make best use of what we can.
I will be heard. Moonlight guide me.
Alright, so we have enough damage to end. They might stun us, but let's go like this. Alright, so that was messy. Still able to get through without taking too much damage. Especially, we went up to 7 mana.
Of the heretic rang
And
true.
yeah, that was not that bad. Does the Darius emote mean anything? I get that they say Shyvana when they level a champ, but what triggers the face plump? Oh, that's when they try to attack and like all of their units die and all of yours survive. Like, if they just make a really bad play, then they normally trigger that. This will be good. This will give us another card for our Nightfall. Let's go for the shop. Can we get a... I was hoping to get something to trigger Nightfall, but some sustain isn't bad. Equinox isn't terrible. The silence is nice. We can play this for free. It will count towards our Nightfall, so that's not bad. This one could be another Nightfall trigger, but I don't want to fill up our hands with too much stuff. Let's cut a card here. I think I'll get rid of the Priestess. Most other things we're going to want to play over it. Yeah, we can get rid of the Priestess. Alright, Aurelia.
Fight for the first lands.
Now we just need Hero Horn for infinite heals. Yeah. Alright, so pretty good opening hand. Equinox can immediately trigger our Nightfall. 2 Dianas. This is pretty good for an opening hand. Alright, so we can silence that immediately. They have so much mana.
Plant that lead foot. Don't worry.
Uh.
Dance this 100 times.
Dusk approaching. I can learn from watching you. Cloaked in silver light.
Alright, we're not getting too many Diana draws. That is a little rough. But we're at least over 10.
Find your path in the dark.
10 damage.
And follow no false light.
Alright, so that's about as much as we can do. We have to save the rest of the mana for the Chrono Break.
No more lies.
But we can attack like
Face
this.
your heretic.
Good amount of damage down.
What do you call that technique?
Drop our Chrono Break.
I cannot turn back. I will be heard.
Oh boy. Alright. GG. Oh, good thing Diana's OP.
We speak
and they will hear us.
Okay, so this is probably the best. Yeah, let's go for Spell Shield. This is probably the best 3-star champion build you can go with at the moment. We're going to go for Evolution because we're already trying to end at the start of the game, and Evolution is going to dramatically increase the power of our Diana because right now she's getting Faded, Augment, Overwhelm, Regen, Challenger, Quick Attack, Double Attack, Spell Shield. So Evolution is going to give us way more damage, which is going to be more important than Domination. Honestly, Flexible Game Plan would also be good, but yeah. Evolution will help our Diana a ton. Reckless Trifarian. Actually love your items for Diana. Never thought of using those. That's why I'm here. To try to help people with their builds. Oh, this is painful, but we're doing it. All right, pretty lucky. We will play this for our Nightfall. We'll then drop our Diana.
By the moon's crescent flame.
Yeah, we're already at 12-10.
Our light grows brighter. Tried to blind me with resplendence, but they could not.
This build is sweet.
me.
Yeah. Diana used to be the best champion in the game. And it was kind of because of stuff like this.
Moonlight guide me.
Like, we're not even going to need the rally anymore, really. I mean, maybe.
I cannot turn
We're probably
back.
just going to, yeah, barely have not enough. We're going to try to not kill the monkey, because if we could just not take that damage, it'd be nice.
I will be heard.
And yeah, we're going to, either way, we're going to have to do a second attack
Your heretic.
with the rally, so it kind of won't matter. Alrighty.
No more lies. I will be heard.
GG.
We speak, and they will hear us.
Does your regen before the next fight, so taking 1 damage doesn't matter? Yeah, I know. This will be decent. It'll be a 1-cost, draw a champion. So this can work for our Nightfall, give us more champion draw. This will be decent. Why are the Pale Cascades 0 mana? Because we have Spellslinger and we have Echoing Spirit. So our champion spells cost 1 less. So as long as we are playing the champion spell of Diana, then yeah, it's free, which is fantastic. So this would be a 1-cost. So it's not great. Thinking about re-rolling to try to get something better. But it is a 1-cost. Yeah, I think we'll save our re-rolls. Yeah, Spellslinger, we just got lucky, and that was the first thing we got. This would be a 0-cost, actually, so that's not terrible. Weakest enemy vulnerable. Don't really care. Also don't really care. Summon a Sting Officer. Also not really going to matter to us. We have an Epic Shop right over there. So let's actually just not even get a power. We'll just save the gold and try to get something over here, probably. Honored Lord, though. Honored Lord gives us more items for our champion. Our champion matters more than an Epic Shop. So actually, yeah, we'll probably go over here. Granted, Twisted Catalyzer will be scary into Diana. I think we should be fine. Let's try to get something that helps us. All right, I guess we'll grab that. We could get this as another 1-drop, but I don't really want to fill up our hand. So yeah, let's go over here. Twisted Catalyzer. I like Moonlight Affliction, but I don't think we'll ever need. Yeah, when you're looking at cards to evaluate what to pick, you really just have to be like, is there any chance I'm going to play this? Right now with our current build for Diana, everything, the only focus is ending turn 1. So if something isn't helping us end turn 1, it's garbage, we don't care about it. So that's the entire focus right now. So we will drop this for our Nightfall. Alright, we'll drop our Diana. Really nice to have other copies of her. Also, we have a spell shield, so we'll be able to eat at least 1 darkness. And all of our stats means we could eat even more.
Moonlight guide me.
Yeah, the spell shield is a nice little safety net.
The moon is our queen. The night, her kingdom.
Yeah, this is a pretty blessed hand. Makes up for that 1 round that we didn't get anything. Also, the rare relics we're getting are kind of terrible. Literally 3 crystal carriers, so that's not really helping.
Cloaked in silver light.
Alright, so we will drop this here, get a massive amount of damage in, and then we can go for Chrono Break.
Looking for a hero for my hero.
No more lies. Face your heretic.
Alright, GG. Oh, man.
The words of the heretic rang true.
Yeah, I really think you just have to go for, like, Diana or Master Yi and try to just end the game round 1. And if not round 1, then round 2. Like, either your first or second attack. If you don't do it by then, unless you happen to have, like, a massive amount of control, you're just not going to be able to do this. Power Riff. Dragon's Tooth. Extra mana would be nice. This would let us play a little bit more things. This would give us an extra 1/1 as far as stats, because we don't have that anyways. So this would give us like 2/2, which would give us more damage. The extra damage wouldn't really help us. The good thing with Power Riff is if we don't get a 1 cost, we can still play some of our like 2 costs or things like that and still play our Diana. So I think this will have a better impact overall for us. So let's grab this. Go to the healer. What do we want to cut? We'll cut the Crescent Guardian because it's a 3 cost. So there's kind of no way we can really play it. Like, hopefully we can't play it. We want to end round 1. Let's go for Thresh. I know it's going to be a 0 cost Diana. Let's get rid of Roar. Extra draw is... Yeah, we can try to get rid of it. Scion just increased our odds of drawing more Dianas. Oh look, Ledris. Luckily, it's a play effect, so he doesn't kill us at the start of the game. Okay, so Ledros does have double time watch. So if they have in their opening hand, like even though it's a 9 cost, they can play it to mess with your day.
Dusk approaches.
Our light grows brighter.
All right, so we should be fine here. We should be able to buff up our Diana enough, especially with the fact that we're drawing so many of these, which is fantastic. Also, if we draw more of the Pale Cascades, the non-Diana ones, we'll have the mana to play them now. Before, we could only play one, so we had to keep the mana for Chrono Break. So yeah, we should be fine here. We should be able to end this round. And be able to clear this weekly with a 3-star. Nice. I was getting a little worried that we wouldn't be able to do it with anyone. Other than, like, our overpowered champions. Alright, let's go ahead and drop this here. Almost able to end the game. To be honest, we could drop, like, Mountain Goat to get another Nightfall and then do it, but we have the rally. It's not a big deal. All right. Nice. GG. Oh.
The words of the heretic rang.
Yeah, these nightmare difficulties are... They can definitely be a challenge. Especially if you're trying to clear them with 3-star champions. Seeing how strong Diana is with the constellation, she'll be a true threat? Yes. Diana would be pretty crazy because she's already so powerful. So we did definitely get fairly lucky with that run. Got a lot of very good things for us, like the Spell Slinger and then the Rally. That combo together pretty much fit perfectly for our build. So I think if you want to try to clear this with a 3-star, going for Diana or going for a similar build with Master Yi, where you just go as aggressive as possible, try to end the game as soon as possible, and just... You're going to have to get lucky regardless. Like, it's... Yeah, you're not going to have good consistency with this adventure. So you might need to try a couple times to get the right set of powers, but I think one of those two will probably be the best. You could also potentially go for Nidalee, because I think Nidalee's probably going to be a little bit less consistent than the other two, but once again, going for like a very aggressive Nidalee build where you're always trying to consume the other copy with Corrupted Star Fragment, so essentially you're doubling the Nidalee stats if you can consistently make her the ephemeral unit you're summoning every round. Yeah, I think for that 5.5-star, that's really what you have to do, unless you have some other superpower units, because yeah, that is very tough. Hope we get Spellslinger with her 4-star then. I mean, that would be nice, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised though if they maybe gave us one of the other spell like powers like counterfeit copies, where it's something you can play every round to trigger your Nightfall. That could be decent as well. Counterfeit copies is pretty good for Diana. That's kind of one of the powers we were looking to get if we could. Yeah, this weekly was a lot worse than I was thinking. As far as like difficulty, like I thought it was going to be tough, but not only is the modifiers tough, a lot of the encounters throughout here are also just seemingly more difficult. One of the node for Diana would probably be like your support champions or units you pick have speed wraps. So she would give double attack with Nightfall. Yeah, that would be a pretty good upgrade. I mean, or they could just give them double attack like they did for Gwen. Like, I think Gwen, her constellations... Yeah, your support champs have heavy hands, so they just flat out give you double attack. So you wouldn't necessarily need to do that to work around it. All right, I think that's where we'll call it there today. A lot of those runs were pretty draining, not gonna lie. Still plenty of videos coming out. We're doing right now, obviously we have been doing like 2 videos every day. But thanks for hanging out. We won't be streaming tomorrow. So tomorrow, Wednesday, I have a previous engagement I have to go to, an appointment. So I won't be here tomorrow, but Thursday and Friday, I plan on still being here streaming our normal time. So thank you all for hanging out with me for a bit, and I hope to see you there. See ya.